Hey friends, this is Jennifer Terri and welcome to a Philippine travel update. Today's video, I'm going to share to you my travel expenses. You guys have an idea what is the actual expense, actual cost, how much it actually costs. So let's start with my plane tickets, okay? So flying to the Philippines is expensive since we have a travel cap. Airlines have to increase the prices of the tickets since there is a limited arrival capacity in the Philippines. So when I was looking for flights, I have Philippine Airlines as an option. Philippine Airlines has I'm coming from Australia, Sydney to Manila flight twice every month. Special flights po yan. Acquired with them, Philippine Airlines, and oh my goodness guys, it was very expensive because pre-pandemic time, I only pay around 300 to 400 Australian dollars for a Sydney to Davao flight. When I inquired with Philippine Airlines, their Sydney to Manila flight was for 1,851 Australian dollars or more than 67,000 pesos. I thought, I'm not paying that much. So I just kept on research guys. Punta kayo sa Google Flights. I just kept randomly throughout the day. Check. And I remember. And then again, check. Yes, I just did that guys until one day I just found a Singapore Airlines flight, diba? And then I found they have a Sydney to Cebu flight for only 990 Australian dollars. So when I was deciding whether I would fly with PAL or Singapore Airlines, I looked into the pros and cons. Philippine Airlines, it's a direct flight, but it's expensive. And yung refund process ng Philippine Airlines, guys, I shared to you before that I had a pending refund with them. I had to wait for more than 8 months to get my money back, and I had to file a dispute with my bank. Yung experience na yun, parang disappoint ako sa Philippine Airlines because what if they cancel my flight, or what if I change my mind? How can I get my money back? Do I have to wait for another 8 months again? So I went with Singapore Airlines. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's a lot cheaper, almost 50% cheaper than PAL. Next up is for the hotel. Okay, after you book your flight, the next thing you have to think about is your hotel. Since I am a non-OFW, a dual citizen, I have to pay for my own hotel. I'm not an OFW, so you have to pay for it. Before I booked with a hotel, I had 4 conditions. No, my hotel should have a balcony or a window. Then it should be close to the domestic airport. So my budget was at least 1,000 to 2,500 pesos per night. Yes, maximum of 2,500 pesos per night. So when I was looking for a hotel, of course I went with Red Doors since I endorse Red Doors, no? Of course I went with them, and they only have 3 accredited hotels in Cebu. So I chose Red Doors near Lander Superstore, Cebu City. Why? Because when I was looking through their photos, I saw, ang laki ng window. Dito ako. So, yon. So, my hotel cost 1,900 per night. The food was 450 pesos per night. I mean, for day, full board meal. So, 4,500. And then, my airport pickup was 700 pesos. So that was my mistake, no? I was looking for a hotel that was close to the airport, pero nagkamali ako. Napili ko yung hotel na malayo pala sa airport. Mga 40 to 50 minutes din yung travel time by car. Anyways, I also paid for an airport porter because upon arrival, outside sa airport, guys, porters, ma'am, even if you tell them I don't need help, but still they will insist. I mean, it's been always like that even before pandemic. So I just gave the guy 200 pesos, the porter, with the hotel, the full board meals, and the airport pickup. It was total was 22,300 pesos. And then airport porter 200 pesos. My next expense was ordering food outside. It wasn't entirely necessary. I think 30% it was necessary because sometimes, maybe just a few times, hindi ko bet yung food. Syempre, lalo na pag gulay. At saka, it's not enough. I mean, it's not enough because what do? You feel hungry when you're not doing anything, right? You think about food. So, I ordered desserts, drinks, yan na, mga kakanin. So, my food order outside with Food Panda, total cost for 10 days was 3,090, guys. Yes, it was my way to handle stress eating. Of course, I ordered mga food na na-miss ko, diba? Like, mga inasal, yung hindi ko nakakain sa abroad. In-order ko talaga. So, na-enjoy ko naman. So, I have no regrets. 3,090 pesos with Food Panda, yung mga order food outside. So, let's total this. This is for the international flight and quarantine. So, flight ticket was 37,000 pesos. Singapore Airport layover. I didn't mention this, guys, but this one, because I had a long layover in Singapore, it was for 10 hours. So, I had to look for a place to sleep. I just couldn't sleep on the floor or sa bench, guys. Talagang hindi ako nakakatulog. So, I had to stay in a lounge, in a Plaza Premium Lounge. I paid 52 Singaporean dollars. And I ordered another meal, breakfast. So, total I spent in Singapore was 2,370 pesos. And then for hotel, food, airport, pick-up porter, total of 23,500 pesos. And then ordering food outside with Food Panda, it cost me 3,090 pesos. So my total expense for my international flight in quarantine was, drumroll, 65,960 pesos. Diba, guys? Grabe talaga siya. If it wasn't for this pandemic, normally, I would only spend 300 to 400 Australian dollars. If it was normal time, no pandemic, no coronavirus, I would only spend around 13,000 to 15,000 for my flight. Diba? Ang laki ng expense, guys. Mga times 5. Times 5 of the expenses from the normal times. So, yan guys, ang mahal. But that's not the end. Ayoko nang ipagpatuloy. But let's keep going. I also had expenses for my domestic flight because I landed in Cebu, but my final destination, I'm really from Tagum City, Davao del Norte, and Davao region. So, I had to catch a domestic flight. So, another expense from my hotel to the airport, that was 700 pesos. And then for my domestic flight, it cost me 1,700 pesos with 40 kilos check-in baggage. I saved money on this because I had a lot of points with Cebu Pacific. And then Cebu Airport Porter na naman, guys. Kasi talagang pagbaba mo sa taxi, talagang they will greet you talaga, and you can't almost say no. Talagang they will insist. So, airport porter, another 200 pesos. And then, I got hungry at Cebu Airport. So, another 160 pesos. Cebu Airport food. And then, upon arrival at Davao, another porter. So, another 200 pesos. So, my total domestic flight expense was 3,000 pesos. So, overall, I spent 68,960 pesos for my trip to the Philippines. Mahal, diba, guys? But there's a twist that I haven't told you. Only those who will finish the video will know. I would like to say thank you to Red Doors because since I am an ambassador now, I've been endorsing them. They offer 5 nights free per month for ambassadors. And when I messaged them, they offered to cover 9 nights. And they offered to cover airport pickup and food as well. So I actually did not spend the overall 68,960. I saved 23,300. They covered my hotel, food, and pickup from the airport. So thank you so much to Red Doors. They were very generous. Kahit sana 5 nights lang, they covered pa yung food and airport pickup and 9 nights. And of course, guys, none of that would be possible if it wasn't for your support and trust in my channel, with me. Thank you so much for your trust. And yes, thank you so much, guys. Ang laki ng natipid ko. Para din akong yung OFW na libre yung hotel at food. I hope this gave you an idea. Thank you so much for watching, and guys, don't forget to like this video. And if you have anything to share, if you have traveled to the Philippines, care to share your expenses down below. Do you have any tipid tips? And I'll see you again with another travel update. Bye!